Om Sri Sairam. With love and gratitude, I invoke the presence and blessings of my Guru, Guide and Guardian, our beloved Swami. Esteemed dignitaries, revered elders, sisters and brothers, Sairam to one and all. 84 years ago, on this very day, 20th October 1940, the little 14-year-old Satyanarayana Raju gave his first message to mankind. Manasa bhajare Guru Charanam, Dustara Bhavasagara Taranam. O mind, adhere to the feet of the Guru, for only that can help you cross the ocean of life. Over the years, Swami has given us many such opportunities to seek the feet of the Guru. It could be Vedam chanting, it could be bhajan singing, it could be seva activities. And one such opportunity is this Samarpan edition. What a special evening it is that today not only is the Avatar Declaration Day, but also the 161st episode of the Samarpan. So on this day, to help all of us spend a few minutes and think of the Guru's feet. For this episode, we have Mr. Shankara Ramamurthy as the speaker. Shankar sir was blessed to come into Swami's fold when he was 1 year old by his parents, Srimati Kannamma and Sri Ramamurthy. Sir had spent many of his school holidays in Puttaparthi in Swami's presence at the Pata Mandiram. Sir was also blessed with the opportunity where Swami himself conducted Sir's Upanayanam or the thread ceremony in the year 1962. From then on, with Swami's grace and blessings, Sir continued to pursue his mechanical engineering at the University of Mysuru, and he had a distinguished career at the Central Food Technological Research Institute. He took early retirement as the Deputy Director of the Central Food Technological Research Institute, and to spend the rest of his time and energy in the service of Swami. Sir has he's been a key player or a key member in the Sri Sathya Sai publications divisions. He has translated around 108 books into Kannada, and one of them including the special book Sri Sathya Sai Anandadayi, which is the memoirs of Sir's mother's journey with Swami. So, since then, Sir considers it a very golden opportunity, and he is grateful to Swami that not only his parents, himself, but also his children and his grandchildren, all of them have been given an opportunity by Swami to take part actively in the Sri Sathya Sai Seva organization. So, with these few words, I would like sisters and brothers, please put your hands together to welcome onto the stage Sri Shankara Ramamurthy.
Anya devaraye, kanda devara puraye, yenna deva devadi deva, Sri Sai Sathya Sai. I am not aware of other gods. Those gods I don't worship. The God of gods is my Lord, Sri Sai Sathya Sai. I offer my loving pranams at the divine feet of my Sadguru, Devadi Deva, Sri Sathya Sai. Beloved elders, students, brothers and sisters, my loving Sairams to all of you. As Sai Chaitanya has already told, which I wanted to repeat, today is a very sacred day. Swami gave that Manasa Bhajare Guru Charan, which students sang so vociferously. It is not only for those who assembled around him in Urakonda, it is for the entire humanity forever. As I would like to say, from Kannamma's diary, which has appeared in Sathya Sai Anandadayi. Late 1940s, Swami took devotees to Chitravati's hands and told them the story of Shirdi Sai, Sathya Sai and Prema Sai. Nobody was knowing about 18 years of Shirdi Sai's avatar. Swami told Shirdi Sai's father Ganga Bhavadiya, mother Devigiri Amma, he spent 18 years in Patrigrama. Later on, he moved to Shirdi. There, before he left the body, he told Abdullah Baba, I am going to take incarnation again in Madras province. At that time, Puttaparthi was in Madras province. So Swami took birth as Sathya Sai in Puttaparthi. And again he made an announcement at that time, after 96 years of his body, 1 year later he would take birth as Prema Sai in Karnataka in a village. Which village? I shall come in future. Swami told at that time, Shirdi Baba was cooking the food. Parthi Baba was serving the food. Prema Sai would make us to digest that food. See, we needed 3 centuries to redeem. Still, Lord has so much patience for us. He comes again and again to redeem us. We must be thankful to Him. One day, my mother was standing at the footsteps of old Mandir. Swami had gone to Parthi village and returned. Those days, no one was touching Swami's feet without his permission. My mother was just standing at the footsteps. He saw her and told, Amai, Sai avatars never came in any Chaturyugas, and Sai avatars will never come in any future yugas. This would be the first and last Sai Trinity on this earth. How blessed we are contemporaries of Swami. How blessed we are to tell Sai through our mouth. Unless He wishes, we cannot tell. Sathya Sai has blessed all of us. This day in 1920, Sai Trinity started. And also Swami told, by the end of the 21st century, the whole world will be peaceful and in joy. Let us pray that day would come soon. Again, I have to go back to my mother's diary for the reason I had to tell 1944, I was not born. My parents were, Kannamma and Ramamurthy were moving from Hubballi to Guntakal by train. The train stopped midway in one station. Many passengers rushing to one bogie. My father also got down and went and saw what is happening there. And train was about to start. My father came back to the bogie where my mother was sitting and told, there is a miracle boy Satya sitting, and he is accompanied by elders back to his Puttaparthi village. My mother wanted to get down and see him. She could not, because I was in her womb. She heard the name Satya. Perhaps I too heard the name Satya as Abhimanyu heard. My journey started with Swami from room to tomb from 1944. In 1946, my mother got a letter from her cousin. Here is a lad named Sathya Sai, because they are elders, they told like that. He claims he is incarnation of Shirdi Sai. Please come and have his darshan. My mother was worshipping Shirdi Sai for the past 6 months. She gets this letter after 6 months. She remembers that Satya of Puttaparthi, miracle boy, and this Sathya Sai must be one and the same. In the dream, Shirdi Sai comes and tells, Swami, give me Upadesha, you have come in my dream. No, I am not your Guru. Your Guru will appear to you very soon. This also made her to connect miracle boy Satya of Puttaparthi to Sathya Sai, who came to Bangalore. She visits Bangalore with her children. Lucky, we were all taken by mother. I am grateful to her. My father, my grandmother. We stayed in our grandfather's house, Rajagopal. That uncle of my mother took her to a house where Swami was staying, that is Tirumal Rao's house in Bangalore. Swami was standing in the garden. My mother went to him and placed her children at his feet, folded her hands. She says, soon I saw him, in the diary she writes like that. I recognized him as a Mahatma. Later on, Swami tells her, Amai, you are so much devoted to me, that means to God, you are like a blotting paper. When you keep the pen on a blotting paper, it absorbs all the ink from the pen. You have drawn on my energy into you, but my energy is infinite, Amai. You are blessed. You are very devoted to God. Continue. I will grace you. Thereafter, 15 days later, my mother visits again Tirumal Rao's house. Swami was there. She prays to him, Swami, why don't you visit our home? Just 2 weeks back she had seen him. How dare she is to ask God to come to our house? Then Swami told, I shall come. Send your uncle Rajagopal to my place. I will come with him. He came and had some snacks. Swami was taking coffee. He was loving coffee. He took coffee. He returned back to Tirumal Rao's house. There my grandmother came in contact with Sakamma, who is a famous woman entrepreneur of Karnataka, known as Coffee Pudi Sakamma. She had established so many coffee processing units in Karnataka and in India. First entrepreneur. She was a devotee of Swami. Whenever she was going to Parthi, she was taking care of Swami because she was elder to Swami by many years. She was treating Swami as her son. Our good luck, Swami came twice to our house in Mysuru, but for a short while. On Balipatimi Day in 1940, my mother got a message from Sakamma Garu. Swami is coming to Mysuru. He is going to stay in Karanji Mahal, Rajkumari Bungalow. You can have darshan. My parents went there. They were not allowed inside because it is a palace. Swami sent words. My devotees are waiting outside, send them in. My mother went in, my father went in. They did namaskaram to Swami. Swami inquired, how are you? How are children? How are others at home? Swami, they have not come. I have come with my husband. I have come to invite you to our house today being Deepavali day for us in Mysuru. I love you to come to my home. My mother was observing many activities going on around the palace, that 2 vans were to go to Hegadevankote for Kedda operation to catch wild elephants. The royal family was planning to take Swami to that Kedda operation. At that time my mother went there. She requested Swami to come home. Sakamma Garu was there. Swami told, Sakamma, tell Rajkumari that I am going to have tea in Kannamma's house. He told my father, get into the car of Sakamma. I shall come with Sakamma and your wife Kannamma, and I will come to your home. What made my aunt Radhamma to get ready with the Aarti plate to receive Swami, I don't know. My grandmother Namagirimma had prepared a festive food for Swami, we don't know. And upstairs in the room, they had made all the arrangements for Swami to sit and have Pada Puja. Swami came, my aunt did Arati to Swami. Swami went straight to the room where all arrangements were made. How come he knew that his room is that? Pada Puja was done to Swami. Later on, my grandmother says, Swami, we will serve food to children. It is late. Later on, we can sit and talk, Swami. You can give advice to us, philosophical advice. My grandmother had already had a Upadesham from Nimbadapalli, a Paramahamsa. She wanted him to give guidance. Swami told, Namgiri Amma, you are like Sakamma, I am like your son. Treat me as your son. Throughout, he made Namgiri Amma to treat Swami as her son. She would address him in singular term, Nuvu Swami. We would all call Swami Miru Swami. She would tell Nuvu Swami. So much affection they had together. Swami told, I am a son like, there are 3 children here, Kannamma sons. I will have food with them. So Swami was sitting on a chair. We arranged a teapot on which we served the food for Swami. Those days dining tables were not in all homes. We 3 children sat around him and had food. I was just 3 years, 2.5 years old. I don't remember. My eldest brother Murali remembers that scene. He was 7 years at that time. Thus, Swami blessed our home. Next day, Swami was leaving home. He had a breakfast. My mother told Swami, you have many devotees. Would you remember us? We will pray to you. But I doubt, Swami, whether you remember us or not. Even I will never forget my devotees. Devotees may forget me. Even if they forget you, I will not give up my devotees. He gave such a word to her. And you have still doubt, Kannamma. On a windowsill, some papers were there, loose papers my father had kept to light some. There was a pencil, not even pen. Swami took a paper and wrote on that one song, full song. Daily sing this song, I will never forget you, Kannamma. Because I have a doubt, I am telling you. The song runs like this, many of you might have heard, especially you singers. Marichitivemo madilo mammo Sainata Prabhuva, O Sainata Prabhuva, Marugu Jeritimi Mamudari Jerpumu, Manitavara Prabhuva, Kanava Sainata Prabhuva, Vyadula Todal Badalanu Dal, Vyatalal Padute Vidya Maku. Idhara papam bulubaimpa Velasiti Bhatadeva Sainata Prabhuva, O Sainata Prabhuva, Apad Bandavudam Chuvintil Adarilchumani Vedukontil Mapai mi Krupajupum Matantin Naduvida Nadaga Juchedava Sainata Prabhuva, O Sainata Prabhuva. Saying this song, writing this song, Swami left our home, put them in tears. 3 days later, we got a letter from Sakamagaru to Namagiri Amma. Namagiri Amma, soon we left house in the morning. Our car stopped in Harding Circle. Our driver forgot to fill the petrol into the tank. There was no nearby petrol bunk. Who to push the car? Swami told, Sakama, I warned you yesterday night to fill the tank. You have not filled. Okay. He told the driver, go to that fountain. Harding Circle had a colorful fountain at that time. Take the water from the circle, fill it into the petrol tank. The driver was saying, how come car will go bad? He said, fill up. water tank, fill the water into the petrol tank. He filled that. Swami said, start the car. Went to Bangalore without any stop. This has, you may see, there is a song, earlier days were singing, Swami Karku needle vesi petrol madri nadipinchukoni paino. That song is there after this miracle. Later on, my mother was going to Parthi very frequently. Those days, Navaratri, Shivaratri, Swami's birthday are celebrated. All our summer holidays we used to spend in Puttaparthi. All festival days we used to spend in Puttaparthi. We were very happy. My father says we shall go to Puttaparthi on Navaratri or Swami's birthday. We were very happy to give the leave letter to headmaster, give us leave. We were too happy to go to Puttaparthi. In 1947, such a visit, it appears I had a high fever and delirium. The fever was so high I was speaking something wrong. Next morning, Swami, she applied vibhuti taking from the photos in the mandir. In the old mandir this happened. Morning, Swami came and asked my mother, how is the boy? Paravaledhu Swami, em paravaledhu? Chudu, ollanta neelam avutundi, turning blue, he is running high fever, it is not a simple infection. Wait. He waved his hand. That was all new for my mother or grandmother in those days, because they had seen Swami only 1 year back. Vibhuti came. He smeared on the whole body. Sayankalam were sarpotadle. By evening he would be all right. Wonder of wonders, it appears I was running around old mandir that evening. Thank you, Swami. I know I don't refer the diary. It was 1951. I was 7 years old. I remember everything very clearly. There is no time to tell everything. I request organizers to give me some 10 minutes grace. Swami would take us to Chitravati Bank. He would lead. He was not allowing anybody to lead him. He was the leader. He used to even carry a torch and lead us back from Chitravati Bank to Mandir. Swami was in new Mandir at that time. He would take many times to Chitravati Bank. He would tell devotees, choose any place you want and sit, because many doubting tamasas were there. They were imagining Swami would bring some necklace, some book, some idol, etc. there before, and he would sit there and put his hand and take something from the sand. He will take miracle. So Swami would say, sit wherever you want. Look a flat, comfortable place for you. And he would call we children. You children should not make noise. We were about 4 or 5 persons. Not many children used to be there. 20 persons is a crowd. 50 persons big crowd for a festival in Old Mandir. I will give you sweets. Maintain silence. Learn silence. Okay, Swami. When Swami gives sweets, who does not want it? Swami would put his hand into the sand, deep into the sand. Take out a rava laddu, besan laddu, jalebi, Jahangir, Mysore pak. At that time itself I had a scientific inclination. In the rava laddu there was no sand particle. How come Swami can take, he can create, but how come no sand particle is adhered to that? Because it has got sweet. Wonder of wonder is he would materialize Mysore pak and give it to us. We were enjoying. Full of ghee, but his hand was not smeared with ghee. Wonder of wonders. But we were too small. That wonder was not important to us. We wanted the sweets. We enjoyed the sweets many times. Once Swami led like that. It was a Vaikuntha Ekadashi day. Swami put his hand again into the sand, took out a conch, that is Shanku. Then he put the hand into the sand again, he took a silver vessel, very tiny vessel with a cap. Then he waved his hand, a small tiny spoon came, into the dimple you can put only one pearl, that's all. Then he stood up, so that all could see. He took the Shanku to sand like that, silver vessel like this. You see, nectar will flow from Shanku. Nectar fell into the silver vessel. Swami told, enjoy this Amrutam now, I will give you the real Amrutatva later. Many times Swami took devotees to river sand during Vaikuntha Ekadashi day. Even in Brindavan, Swami once made that miracle. Devotees here enjoyed the Amrutam. Swami too would say, now it is dusk, I cannot put into your mouth Amrutam. I want to put directly into your mouth. Let us all go back to the mandir. He led with a torch. We went to the mandir. Swami told, gents one side, ladies one side, sit. I will stand near the interview room. Each one should come in line, kneel down before me. I shall put the Amrutam into your mouth. So, all got the Amrutam. Still, Amrutam was full to the brim in that silver vessel. And Amrutam, I can't say how it was. So fine. And Swami would joke at that time. Swami, many of you students must have enjoyed Swami joking. The mouth looks like tiger's mouth. The mouth looks like the monkey's mouth. The mouth looks like as if it is a cave. I cannot say how deep it is. Like that he would joke. If you laugh, you lose the Amrita. If you simply keep quiet, Amrit will go in. That situation he would create. We used to spend much of our time in Chitravati river. We used to take bath and the small canal would go at the edge of the bank. We used to wash our clothes. Swami would go out of station in summer to some places like Kuppam, Erode, Trichy, Madurai, like that, Anantapur, small distances. There was no road connection from Puttaparthi to main road. One has to cross Chitravati bank on sand to Karnataka Nagapalli, and a car would stand at the Karnataka Nagapalli to take Swami to any place he wanted to go. Swami would walk and go. He would write a letter, but when you were not knowing when Swami is leaving, he would write a letter after some days inquiring the welfare of the devotees in the Prashanti Nilayam, and also he would tell the senior devotee to read that letter to his devotees. He would mention when he is returning from tour. We children would note down only that date. That day, sunrise, we would go to river bank, sit there, wait for a red car to come on the opposite bank, Karnataka Nagapalli side. We would wait. Soon the car is seen there, we would sprint to that place. By the time Swami would have covered quarter the distance from that bank to this bank. We used to walk behind him. Those days, Swami was not objecting or any elders were objecting. The children go to him, stand by his side, sit by his side, walk behind him. What we did, Swami always used to lead, we walked behind Swami. 3/4 distance we walked behind, like lieutenants of Swami. As we walked, we made a mistake. Swami was leaving his footprints on the sand. We were putting our foot onto that. Have you ever seen putting one footprint, human being's footprint? We made that mistake. Actually, that sand should be taken and kept on our head. We didn't do that. We made a mistake. Another mistake happened. My eldest brother Murali, when by mistake he put both of his feet on Swami's gown. You know, Swami's gown floats on the floor. Stitches on both sides came out. Swami looked like this. He observed who that fellow was. Sufficient. We developed fear. We maintained distance. On returning, he did not complain. While we were leaving for Mysore, an interview was there. During the interview, Swami told my mother, Swami, Amai, your eldest son has torn my gown. I am going to severely punish him now. My mother told Swami, without breakfast, they would wait for your car to come. No elders will come and receive you. Only children were receiving you. And many a time they have come and received you. This time only this has happened. How come you can punish them, Swami? Swami told, yes. He went upstairs. He brought a dhoti. He brought a gown and gave both of them to my father, Ramamurthy. Henceforth, you keep this gown and dhoti in your puja room and worship it. By tearing Swami's gown, we got blessings. God will never punish. Our mistakes punishes us. God will be always blessing us. Swami used to give discourse those days at 4 p.m. Swami would give discourse those days at 4 p.m. And he told all of us to be present there, even children to be present there. And we had an opportunity to sit in the front because my mother was a good singer. She would lead bhajans that side and he would permit Shankara and Raghu, my two brothers, were like twins. We used to sing in chorus. We would synchronize well and to the pitch of my mother. Swami permitted. You both of you sing when your mother sings, when she gets a chance. We were supposed to be in the front. We roamed in on the Chitravati bank for a long time. We were late for the discourse. Surreptitiously, like a cat, came and sat near the interview room. Swami, he knows everything. He came out. Where were you? Swami, I was the spokesman of my brothers, a daring fellow. Swami, we washed clothes. We dug sand and made water to come, pure water. We filled our brass vessels. It took time. And we dried the clothes on the hot rock, Swami. That is why it is late. Bhajan was over by 12:30. You had food at 1 o'clock. 1 to 3, 1 to 4. You wanted so much time. Shall I tell you what we were doing? We went to Kalparuksha and tried to get into the cave. I know that. Don't do such thing. There are cheetahs in the hillock. And you were to be here at 4 o'clock. You had no wristwatch. But Swami says, you should come early. So Swami was teaching us punctuality. We are too young to understand Swami's philosophy. But he wanted us to learn punctuality. There the silence, here the punctuality. I remember one good event in Prashantanilayam days. Swami was driving car. Many of you may be aware or not. He used to drive the car very well, a Studebaker car. He used to drive. Swami will go around in the mandir itself, or he will go to old mandir in the car, come back from old mandir, because devotees were staying in old mandir. In new mandir, some devotees were there. So he would give them darshan there, some old people who could not come to new mandir. One day the car stopped. It was our fortune. We had seen in cities when cars stopped, people used to push it. It was cranking type starting. There was no self-starter those days in the cars. We pushed the car started, car moved. Swami told us to hop into the car. We children hopped into the car. What a chance. Swami took us for a joyride. We were very happy. Swami taking us by car. Do you know, the moral behind it, he was expressing his gratitude for the help taken. See, what a humility we had to learn from Swami. Swami used to wash his own clothes. Many may not be aware in the beginning. And he would get it ironed. We have never seen Swami without ironed gown, ironed dhoti. Have you ever seen? Nobody else. a dhobi in Puttaparthi village used to iron. Swami would call from Prashanthi Nilayam balcony, hey, randra ekkada. For one work, 4 persons would rush to his room. There was nobody to cut us not to go. We went and Swami gave a dhoti and a gown. Then poi iron cheyinchukuntarandi dhobi dagara. We went to Puttaparthi village. 1 gown, 4 persons. 1 gown, 1 dhoti. We got it ironed and returned to Swami. Swami gave us some fruits. We enjoyed those fruits. In another occasion, I made another mistake. Swami was inspecting construction work in the West Prashanthi. Many buildings were coming around Prashanthi Nilayam in the 50s. 2 senior devotees used to follow Swami and explain to Swami what is going on. At one path, there were a lot of stones, sharp stones protruding, asphalt stones. The senior devotees told Swami, "Akkada rail chala sharp on Swami." Swami would always walk with bare foot those days. Kaalaku noppi on Swami. He turned, my good luck or bad luck. I tell you why bad luck. Poi na korika room lo cheppal undu తీసుకురారా. I ran like a deer and brought it and gave it to Swami as an Olympic champion. Swami was very happy. He wore the sandals. Swami returned. We also came with him. I went back home. My grandmother was given a room in Old Mandir where Swami was living between 1945 and 50. He told my grandmother, "Why are you in Mysore? Come and stay in Puttaparthi. I will give my room to you in Old Mandir. Stay there." So we would go back to Old Mandir for night stay. All morning times only in the front of Prashanthi Nilayam or the river bank. I told my mother, Swami told me to do a service. I have done wonderful service. I lifted Swami's sandals, gave it to him, he wore it and smiled at me. My mother told, "How did you do it?" I lifted the sandals by left hand and took it to Swami, placed under his feet. He wore that. You told me, mother, chappal should not be touched by right hand with which we eat food. I did it. My mother told, Bharata took it on his head. You fool, you lifted by left hand, you made another sin. You put your footprints on Swami's footprint in Chitravati's sand, and here you are carrying Swami's sandals in your left hand. You have done a great sin. I am thankful to my son Shashidhar Shankara sitting here. 2 years back he conducted in a grand way Padukotsava in his house. They brought Swami's gold idol, gold padukas, silver padukas. They did Padukotsava in a grand way. I was just watching. Some organizers of that program told me, "Sir, would you mind bringing padukas down to the car?" He's 3 stairs up. I thought it was a good chance. I carried the paduka on my head, thinking my sins would wash off. I came down and kept in the car park. Once in the front of Prashanthi Nilayam, we used to spend all the time before Prashanthi Nilayam. Most important thing is, I would like to say, we should maintain eye-to-eye contact with Swami. It could be physical form, it could be in our dreams, or even when we do bhajans to Swami, we must see his eyes in the photo. For the reason I tell you now. Once a farmer came shouting before Swami's balcony from the village. Swami is village boy for them, an elderly farmer. "Swami, na eddulu chachipoyinayi. Swami, I lost my bullocks." Swami came out hearing that sound. "Emra?" He told the story. "Double kavali, Swami. I want money, Swami." Swami stretched his hands like that. We children would always stand before that balcony, would see notes falling from here, currency notes. Many currency notes fell. Swami told, "Pull all of them and give to that farmer." Farmer held All the notes when we gave it to him, he held like that. Swami, nenu ostanu. My village boy helped me to get the bullocks. I thanking him, but I am going. He went away. I don't say he has no devotion. Such a bondage was there between Swami and the villagers. Once we were standing again before that Prashanti Nilayam building. Swami would walk from room in upstairs to the opposite room where he was taking food, dining room. He used to walk from here, there. My mother has told, don't miss one darshan of Swami. Darshan is precious. Yes, I had. Suddenly, a few others who were standing with us, not children, elders, they ran to East Prashanti. We didn't know what for they have run, but we stood where we were. All went there. Swami also looked at them, kept quiet and looking at us. By that time, our good luck, my mother came from old mandir to new mandir. She saw us and Swami, she also stood like that, seeing him. Swami asked my mother, Amai, why your children has not gone to East Prashanti? Swami, I have told them to always have your darshan, Swami. What is going on in East Prashanti, Swami, when you are here? Don't you know, in SBI, in my photo, Vibhuti is falling like anything. Devotees who were standing here all ran there to see that miracle. Amai, Creator is here. Creation is there. Which is important, Amai? You must appreciate the creation, not when Creator is present, is it not? And what he told next, Amma, your children are lucky, they have not gone. The darshan they had from morning till now is their punya. The persons who went there and saw the vibhuti falling lost that punya. See, we must understand so many subtle matters when we deal with the Mahatmas. Another instance, Swami saw us one day evening from the balcony. We 4 children and Vanaparthi, some 2-3 children. We were about 7 children, it appears. We were there. This time he came down. He used to throw fruits at us from balcony to make us to go to old mandir. But we were not going. When he threw fruits, if it were to be banana, my elder brother Murali would eat the skin also. Swami muttindi banana skin ra, dan tinavalra memoni. She was eating the skin of the fruits also. That much devotion he had. It is he who made Sathya Sai Geetamallu 204 songs into CDs. And Swami came down. He told, shall I tell you one katha? Chinna katha cheptanara meeku? Because he thought morning to evening these boys are here. Let me tell them some story and please them. He told, yes, Swami, we listen to story. Who will not say? Chorously we said, yes, Swami. Yes, all of us went there. Swami told me, portico beneath there was one pedestal, cement pedestal. Many might have seen there was one Ganesha there. There we used to sit and watch Swami. We were not standing all the time there. Swami sat on that pedestal, made us to sit around his feet. We 7 children sat around his feet. He told, I made a big miracle. Dr. Bhagawan, Indian Institute of Science Director, went to London and he wants to go out to the airport. He was supposed to show the passport and visa. Not seen. They say that we know you are the great scientist. We'll give you an accommodation inside the airport, a room. We'll talk to your embassy. We make some arrangements. He went to the room where he was to stay for some time. There was a table and chair he sat. He was praying, Swami, as a scientist, what a mistake I have done, Swami. Please excuse me, Swami. Save me, Swami. Believe it or not, Swami told this word. I made that passport to fall onto that table. You must have seen the joy of Bhagavantam. He sees the missing passport visa is on his table. He took that out and visited the city. This is how I saved my devotee. Telling that, Swami told, నీకు ఒక స్తుతి చెప్పిస్తాను, శివస్తుతి చెప్తారా? And we were singing. All children were following bhajans also. We told, yes, Swami, we will sing that. Isha Girisha Naresha Paresha Mahesha Bileshaya Bhushana Bo Samba Sadashiva Shambho Shankara Sharanam Me Tava Charana Yugam. He told us to repeat thrice. Repeat this every day. When you come into difficulty, this will help you. One more Prashantilayam front incident I shall tell. I have told many. Now there is Ganesha in Puttaparthi, Prashantilayam. Opposite to that there is a Nagarakatta. There was a very big well with good sweet water. Old Mandir well was saltish. So we used to carry water from that well for drinking purposes to Old Mandir. We three brothers lifted water, kept 3 brass vessels on our shoulders and going to Old Mandir. As we were going to Old Mandir, our eyes looked at Swami's room, balcony and portico. This, everybody was doing that. Whosoever was crossing the Prashantilayam building, they used to see Swami's room, whether he is giving darshan or in the balcony or there. We saw Swami was there. Again, luckily my mother came there. My mother saw Swami, folded hands, and we were about to keep down the vessels. See, we must give respect to elders. We should not hold anything on hand. We must keep it down. That was our idea. Swami told my mother, Amaya, your children are making a mistake. Eye-to-eye contact always they should maintain, tell them. No one knows when God is going to grace. Any moment He may grace. While they are bending and keeping the vessel, I may feel like gracing them. Therefore, whenever you see a Mahatma or Avatar, you must be in the same posture as long as they look at you. So, that day we maintained eye-to-eye contact. Just before that I told you we must maintain eye-to-eye contact with Swami. Swami used to give interviews those days like this. Soon we go, one interview. A day before our departure, another interview like to do Pada Puja in a Pada Puja room. The next day he would again give interview to devotees and bidding them goodbye, wishing them good. Once, in the Pada Puja room, while Pada Puja was going on, my 3 years brother Satish, who is sitting here, after puja, a big flower fell down. He lifted the flower, kept it on his feet. Swami looked at him and told, you be my Manopushpa always. That was his good luck. See, eye-to-eye contact, how it helped him. Next day was our interview. My mother had a child of hers, 6 months. It is Suresh who is here. Mother asked Swami, name the child. Who is your deity of whom? Deity? Sathya Sai is our deity, Swami? No. There must be a deity of your family, Amai. No, Swami. Sathya Sai is our deity, Swami. She was very firm. Then Swami cleverly asked her, we can't fool Swami. Who are the deities your forefathers were worshipping? Tell me. So only one deity they are worshipping. Who is that? Palani Subramanya. I shall name your son as Suresh. We named Suresh. Later on Swami sat and gave advice to parents. Usually in interroom, you can do Padaseva to Swami. These 2 brothers were too young, they were not knowing. We 3 brothers, Murli, Raghu, Shankara, went near Swami's sofa or throne, whatever you call, sitting. They did Padaseva, those 2 brothers. What am I to do? I cannot touch Swami's hand. I cannot press it because he would be moving his hand, advising. So I was afraid. I was feeling sorry for not getting a chance that time. I saw on Swami's head lots of flower petals. Plenty of petals. It could be of Tulsi, it could be of Malliga, it could be of Sugandharaja. Those days Swami was accepting garlands. A devotee can put a long garland to Swami or a short garland to Swami. When you put a short garland, what happens? You have to press against his hair forcibly. See, it lands on his neck. Swami would undergo all those punishments. He was so kind to devotees. So afterwards, Swami would come and give an interview. I saw so many petals. I thought, why should I not remove those petals? A good service I can do. I should not injure the hair. Swami should agree, should permit. Slowly I went by the side of him, put my hand into that. How fine it is. Whosoever has done it, it is very smooth. And lifted all petals. Swami looked at me, was happy. I was happy I did some service to Swami because I was envying my two brothers. We were children. Swami asked us at that time, what are you praying every day in your home? Before my photograph, I know what you pray, tell me. Manchi buddhi Swami, kapadu Swami. Give me good mind Swami. Protect me Swami. Because we will fall sick, we may injure. That is not sufficient, you are growing. Ask Swami henceforth, Nanu Sanmargala Pilchukpo Swami Nadukundi. Take me in divine path. We told Swami again in chorus, yes Swami, we will follow that. We are following that. Later on, my eldest brother did a very good thing. We had to thank him, Murali. My two brothers are here. We should thank him. He told Swami, Swami, దయచేసి రూమ్ మధ్యలో నిల్చుకుంటారా ఆయన కోరిక రూమ్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ రూమ్ స్వామి కమ్ సెంటర్ ఆఫ్ ద రూమ్ ఎందుకురా స్వామి దయచేసి నిల్చుకోండి స్వామి See, Swami obliges. When he is kind, you must have experienced you students. He can't express infinite mercy. He stood there. My brother told Swami, we do pradakshina at home to you. We want to do pradakshina here. Permit us. So we did 3 pradakshina. What my mother did was, this Suresh, young fellow, he was 6 months old, he gave to Swami, gave it to, my mother gave it to Swami. Swami held him on his hand like this, and my mother also did circumambulation to that fellow also. She was not aware. She is prostrating to his own son. We were telling one sloka, Yani kani cha papani janmantara krutani cha tani tani minashyanti pradakshinam pade pade papoham papa karmoham papatma papa sambhavaha trahimam kripaya deva sharanagata vatsala anyatha sharanam nastittvameva sharanam mama tasmat karunya bhavena raksha raksha maheshwara raksha raksha janardana Hare Krishna, Sai Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna was added by mother. She was the lover of Krishna. She was seeing Swami as Krishna. Swami told, all fine, but you are using one line in that shloka, Papoham, Papa Karmoham, Papatma, Papa Sambhavaha. Papatma, Atma is bliss. Atma is infinite. It cannot have sin. The enclosure of Atma, mind is having sins, not the Atma. This is wrong. Correct it. We asked Swami, what we should tell? Praptohum, prapta karmohum, prapta Atma, prapta sambhavaha. We are telling that every day in our home. Fortunately, we have the chair and the teapot on which Swami sat. He came many times, 13 times he came to our home in many years. But we do pradakshina every day. When Papaham, Papa Karmoham comes, we will remember Swami's advice. On the very day, my brother asked Swami, please autograph the book. In school, his teachers had autographed. Swami made Sri Sathya Sai Baba, I signed and put the date. Swami nakidu oddu Swami. Meshtrulanta enta oti ashirvadam chesi ichinaru. Meeru ashirvadam cheyavalu Swami. You do ashirvada to me. Swami said, okay. Obligingly, he wrote a poem there. Shri Puttaparthi Niliyudu Kapadanu Neppudu Karunakarudu Epatti Brochunu Mimunu Yelunu Sri Sri Baba Garu. This Parthi Sai, kind Sai, will never protect you. I will always hold your hands. I will take you. Not only that, I will rule you, he has told. He has ruled us. I got a severe punishment for 3 years. Still, God will not leave us. We will not leave God. You may see, Paramahamsa has told one story. A child at the river end will go to mud and makes her clothes bad, our body. Again, mother cleans. Again, child goes. Again. Third time, fourth time, child will be giving trouble to mother. She hits the child. After hitting the child cries. When child cries and holds the sari of the mother and tells, take me up, because she is crying, she is hit. She asks mother only, give me protection. The child is lifted by the mother and takes on her. This is our Sai. Our Sai brother, Sai Chaitanya, and his colleagues, they took us to Tri. We requested them to have our photograph outside Tri. We had. Then I told them, I remember one incident in our life. We asked Swami, we want to have photograph with you. My mother asked. We have individual photographs. We have Swami, not a family photo with you. My brother carried a camera with him one day, borrowed. It took Swami told, you sit down, you are tall, you sit there. He made all arrangement, posing very good as a studio man does. Told, take photographs. 6 or 7 or 8 photographs were taken at Mysuru when we developed, all blank. Again, next time when you go with, my mother complained, Swami, Swami, to my sister, you did like this. You created one photo. And the photo was wet. You told it has come from Sai studio. Wet it is. And when you see it, in the same posture as he was sitting in the throne. You can do those miracles, and with so much interest you made, we have to pose for camera, and no photo comes. What is the reason? Sir, in Matthew Pilpistano, Swami's official photographer was Matthew. All black and white photographs you see today was taken by Mr. Matthew. He also took the photo. Photo did not come. Next time, again, next visit, we told Swami, Swami, my mother asked. Swami told, with humility, I would like to say here, you are so devoted to me, and you always pray salvation not only for you, you pray, Swami, nakokutake moksha moddu Swami, naku na biddal for my children, my grandchildren, their children, all the generations. Like this, you must take us to you, Swami. I am not selfish, I don't want for my sake anything, Swami. This was our prayer. That is why she wanted a group photo also. Swami told, your prayers are such, Amai, I have taken all of you into my heart. You are in my heart. When photo is taken, I can only be seen, but you are in my heart, you cannot be seen. That's why I have not shown. My mother told, Swami, you are simply trying to satisfy, you are answering like that, Swami. I want like that. Swami's will prevails. However close may be a devotee, if Swami decides that way only it happens. We didn't have a photo with Swami. And one thing he told, those times in Shivakasi, for 2 rupees, one big photos were sold. We brothers used to carry lots of photos, lots of pens. We wanted Swami to touch as many pens as possible. As many photos he should sign. One day he called my mother, what is this? Your boys are bringing so many photographs, so many pens. Why so many signatures of mine? What are they doing with those things? give it to other devotees. One photo to one home is sufficient. We stopped carrying our photos. That day Swami told, next time when you come, you bring your photos, I shall sign on your heart. We did not do. Such great God, we should not humiliate him. We did not carry our photos ever to him. We did not carry his photo also ever to him. We did not ask him to sign ever from that day. We were grown up. My mother told, you go and have interviews independently with Swami and go stay there 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You learn to travel. So we went and stayed for 2 weeks. And my mother perhaps made a letter to Swami. I am sending my children. Please bless them. Make them happy. Make them your close devotees. Please put deep devotion into them. Swami was calling for us 3 times a day for interview, 4 times a day for interview. Sometimes to his room in upstairs at night, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. He spent good time. Very good things he advised. Many stories he told. Many incidents he told. And penultimate day we were to leave. He asks us, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? My eldest brother told, I want to have Jivana Sarthaka Swami. The other brother told, I want your Anugraha Swami. The other person, me, I asked him, give me Shuddha Bhakti Swami. I wonder how those words came from my mouth. Unless he wants us to ask, we cannot ask. He made us to ask. We cannot think of a thing which Brahman has not thought of. This is in Brahma Sutra. Swami made us to ask such good things. Swami told, very good. Kannamma's children asked correct things. I bless you, I grace you. My brother could, my eldest brother Murali went all around South India, pulled all the spool tapes, he digitized it and gave it to trust. And he had an imagination. After this whole devotees pass off, who will remember those tunes? 204 songs with the help of my other brother. I tell you what has become to him. He knew all the tunes. He went to Arvind Studio in Bangalore, got all of them recorded. And they are called Satsai Geetamulo. 14 or 16 issues have come in Telugu, Kannada and Tamil. So what he prayed to Swami has happened. My pure devotion prayer Swami answered by asking me to take up publications work in Karnataka and Kannada. I resigned 6 years in advance from CFTRI. I prayed Swami, allow me to resign. He allowed me to resign. Please permit me to work in your publications, Swami. He allowed me to. At those times, service means planting, putting water to the plants. People would carry well water at their shoulder in a human chain, put water to the plant. That was the service going on in Puttaparthi at that time. Before we left Swami, on those 14 days later, Swami told, you are my friends. So many days you have spent with me, we have become friends. Once my brother told, Meeru Swami, Meeru and Cheppavaddu. Don't say you and I, we are one, we are friends. We are too happy. We came to home and told mother, Swami told we are friends. In Bhakti Sopana it comes, Navavida Bhakti, Sakhyam Atmani Vedana. We thought we have reached the ultimate at 18th year, 20th year, 22nd year. My mother told, he is a kind God, he has given you advanced degree, you have to earn it. In university, you have to write exam and get degree. Here Swami gives degree in advance, you have to answer later the questions. So we learnt a lesson that we should not be egoistic. Because Swami loves, we should not think we are great. We must be humble. Still, we have to learn a lot from him. He made a letter to my mother. I told you, my mother must have written a letter. And I told Swami, Swami, we are huge. My mother always worries. What is the worry of your mother? We lost a case of a pronote. Very simple. My mother sold her lands, everything, got money, gave to somebody. A pronote was given. He did not give the money. He said, you can fight a case of a land of his dispute, we'll get more money, there's no other go. My father took the case. Swami also gave some money for us to fight the case in the court. We lost the case. When we went to Swami, told, I am your wealth, Ammai, why do you worry about that wealth? That case matter I told Swami. Swami told, give that letter back, I'll write something. He took that letter, ran to stairs, upstairs, his room. He was up, he was down, written. How he could do in? He imagined, he felt, Sankalpa, letter was written. The word was, it is for all of us to know. Adairya padavaddu Ammai, Anniki Swami Namamunnadi nee Baba. Have no fear, mother. For anything and everything, Sai Nama is there. Repeat, it will take care of you. Sathya Sai Nama is the best Nama in the universe. Once my mother wished to attend Guru Purnima in Puttaparthi. Swami came in, I told, I have no time, Amma, to take you to Puttaparthi, I am busy in office. Swami tells in my ears, నువ్వు ఎవరా అమ్మని పుట్టపర్తికి రావద్దు అని చెప్పేదానికి? హూ ఆర్ యూ టు టెల్ మదర్ నాట్ టు గో టు పుట్టపర్తి? వాట్ రైట్స్ యూ హ్యావ్? సో ఐఎమ్ అఫ్రైడ్ వీ షుడ్ నాట్ కమ్ ఇన్ ది వే ఆఫ్ ఎనీబడి గోయింగ్ టు పుట్టపర్తి. వీ షుడ్ హెల్ప్ దెమ్, నాట్ కమ్ ఇన్ ది వే. టు మై విష్, మై వైఫ్స్ మదర్ కేమ్ టు Mysuru. She wanted to go to Parthi. Both went together to Bangalore. In Malleshwaram, devotees arranged a bus. They went by bus and completed the journey. Some more things are there. I have time or not, I do not know. Organizers have to tell me. He advised me to take mechanical engineering. I wanted to become a doctor. He said, this is a Yantra Yuga, become a mechanical engineer. So I became a mechanical engineer. He told me I would pass in first. I went to see my results. I was not first, I was first rank. And Swami conducted lots of Upanayanams, marriages in the family, many things, Shodasha karmas to all of us. Once my mother worried about the alliance of my wife. We had gone to see, she was a devotee of Swami. We were worried what Swami will do. Swami descended down from the photo in our house, told her, you looked for a girl in Bangalore, she is my devotee, she will suit your house. We married, right here we garlanded Swami, had Pada Namaskaram. Swami also blessed the marriages of my son Shashi and Shyam. Right here in this place he blessed us. I want to tell 2-3 things. Say, Swami is not SOS, savior of our souls. Once we went to Parthi, we were doing service, we were unloading bricks from the lorry. After unloading, we were dusting red dust from our clothes. My brothers were at the side, I was at the back. Lorry driver did not know, he moved back. Lorry passed on my leg. One taran tree was there, my toe caught to that. And Swami was standing on the balcony. Somehow I got up on one leg and shouted, Swami, na kaalu poyindi. Swami, I lost one leg. Actually it passed on both the legs, but one toe was torn, that's all. My brother had gone to Swami by that time, rushed there. He told Swami, it lined in. Hey Mahindra, Swami rolled his sleeves. My brother could see the tire marks on the hand. Ikkada poyindra lorry tire, so one pain ekkada poyindra. So thus Swami saved me. This is a very serious case to anybody can happen in the life, I would like to say here. CFTRI received a frantic call from Government of India. In Punjab, in 1994, farmers were not accepting farmers were bringing the paddy, agencies were not taking the paddy. They grow 20 million tons of paddy, lakhs of crores were. No agency were taking out the paddy, it was going to rot. Government felt we should not lose so much of wealth. But there was a dispute between government, the agencies and the farmers. So they wrote to CFTRI, because we are an autonomous body, they requested to send a scientist who can console them and make them to accept the paddy. Later on we can do whatever they want. So I went and gave a press statement. I told them, I have come here as a doctor. I will open your stomach. If there is a problem, I will repair. If there is no problem, I will stitch it back. There is no problem. We are independent body. Scientists are for truth only, to search for truth, to seek truth. They obliged. We went with 13% team and went around all states. In Uttar Pradesh, when we completed the work, one file, important file of the report, somebody wanted to note down some non-confidential information, government body. We gave, and they gave it back. We are bidding goodbye in that hurry. Instead of putting it back to the briefcase of my report case, my colleague who gave that to them did not put into the case. It went into the car glove box. We came back to Mysuru. We see for the file, not available. It was a pan-India work. 5 lakh crores we grow. What to do? I prayed to Swami. Swami, what to do? I made a mistake. I don't blame anybody for this. Somebody might have given that, not collected back properly, but I want the responsibility. Therefore, I take the punishment. I will resign. Before they send me out as a dereliction of duty, my children were studying. They would have been in streets had I been outside office. I applied 2 weeks leave. My wife was only knowing. She also came to CFTRI, searched all the cupboards. Nowhere seen. My colleagues saw, not seen. At home we saw. In kitchen attic we saw. Nowhere seen. I prayed to Swami. An idea struck to me. In 54, Swami told us, I gave Bhagavantam his passport and visa in London airport. In what way I am inferior, Swami? Why don't you get me the file of mine, red file? Believe it or not, next day a call comes from CFTRI. My colleague says, I was a guide to BE students. Sir, for dissertation they want some books from cupboard. They want to lift it. Please help them. Please give those books. I told them, students require book. Give them. Don't worry. Our problem is our problem. They gave the books. To our surprise, when they opened the cupboard, red file was smiling at them. They phoned me. I went at God's speed to that place. File was seen. Report was made. Government of India accepted that report. One more important point is, Swami gives interview to parents of students those days. I asked Satish, my son Shashidhar Shankara, ask Swami one interview for us. Your mother is not well. She had a suspected carcinoma in intestines. Her HB was falling rapidly. In a couple of months it came to 4% from 15%. A Florida doctor came to India and saw her twice and told, he was our family friend, it has to be operated on. Next visit I will do. We were afraid whether she would be alive next visit of his. Those days, experts were not there for cancer treatment. He asked Swami, my parents have come, gave interview. Endukra interview? What for you want interview? My mother gave him a signal, don't tell anything, ask only interview. Swami asked him, what is the problem? My mother is sick, Swami. Em problem ra? Ontlo bagale, Swami. Emo suspected carcinoma antaru. Antadana? He waved his hands, gave vibhuti like material. It was crystalline in structure. I told she should only take. When she took that, it was bitter principle was in it. There was no fragrance. It was not powdery. It was not amorphous. It was crystalline. She took in 1 month, her HB count went up. When the Florida doctor came, he was surprised to see there was no carcinoma in her. Swami can do wonders. That's why Swami says, I'll take 2 minutes please. Swami says, there was big program continued more than 15 minutes than the schedule. So I'll take please. Swami told me in 1965 to follow one. Karmana Na Prajaya Dhanena Tyaagenaike Amrutatvamanashuhu. Follow this in your life. We followed. A tsunami struck our family. That's what I wanted to say. How Swami saves us. My second son, I have 2 sons. Last son, Shamnandan, he was driving a 2-wheeler. He fell down. Helmet was intact, but he lost speech slowly. He lost swallowing capacity slowly. He was taken to Newman's. They diagnosed as motor neuron disorder. I came to Swami's hospital. Dr. Suresh told, everything is fine. He is an athlete, but brain switch is not on. Swami alone can open the brain switch. Go to Parthi. We went to Parthi. Swami saw us. I sent first to Chakravarti Garu. We made a letter to Swami. And Swami came round for darshan. We were given chance to sit in the front. I and my second son Shyamanandan were sitting, and Swami saw Shyaman, looked at him and moved away. Again came back, took that letter from him. We thought Swami has taken, everything will be all right. The case became bad, worse. We had to run an ICU at home. My daughter-in-law Gita Shyamanandan treated him as if he is God. As Savitri wanted to save, she tried like a modern Savitri, but Swami's wish was otherwise. Swami's wish was like this. We sent a fax to Swami. He was in Whitefield. Mr. Vinay Kumar Hariharan, he must be here. After we left Parthi, Swami seeing us, taking that letter from him, he told Swami, he is our youth wing person. He is not well. Who is he? Kannamma's son. Who is Kannamma's son? Kannamma's third son. Oh, that son, one who sits before my photo on a table and always working on my literature. See, Swami sees everything. That boy. Okay. Vinay Kumar, right now we go to Mysuru, give the vibhutis to them. We have got 21 covers with us. Swami sent so many times. Last time, when we sent a fax to Swami, Swami told, ask Kannamma family to surrender Shyam, I want Shyam. Our Vinay Kumar Hariharan came home couple of days before. He told, Swami gave this vibhuti to put into the mouth of Shyam myself. Nobody should touch it. We don't know the reason. Swami gave with a very, looking at sky, he gave very happily. Next day, Y.N. Gangadhar Shetty Garu and Dahappa Garu came to our home. They told, this is the next day of Yugadi. Swami gave a photo. Swami gave blessed vibhuti. So we fixed the photo onto the fan, pedestal fan, and also vibhuti. He gave, we applied. My son used to always see that fan, Swami's photo. As a scientist, I wanted Mema not to enter my home. I made arrangements of 2 ventilators. Every machine 222, leg operated, hand operated, no current, cork and run the systems. So much made. Swami thought, this fellow I am telling him to surrender, this fellow is not surrender. Shyam is my property. He made alarms of the ventilator and all machines to fail. 2 minutes we came down for coffee and went up. By that time mishap had happened. Later on alarm worked, doctors came, 2 ambulances came, worked on him. We couldn't, I told them, it is evening. Allow the soul to go with the sun to its place. Before that, Swami had come in the dream of my daughter-in-law. He told her, I'll give, who knows Tamil, they may understand. 16 petru peruvalu valaga. I'll give 16 Aishwarya to you. Hand over Shyam to me. he creates milk on his palm and asks her to take the milk onto her palm and tells, now I hold my palm, pour that milk onto me. That means he was taking argya, he was taking as dana, Shyam from her, because Shyam was her property, Gita's property. Neither my mother's property nor my property. Swami knew whose property who. So what is to do? She said, yes, Swami, I will hand over my husband to you. I think what difficult, Swami gained, we lost. But Swami had told me, Na Karmana Na Prajaya Dhanena Tyaagenaike Amrutatvamanashuhu. We had to sacrifice everything. My mother had prayed, Swami, take all of us unto you. Swami took, promised, he will do that. The two information is there is no time to tell. It is for the students. The message is like this. Don't get disheartened, newcomers. Swami's grace is abundant. God will respond to intense prayers. Once Mother Kannamma asked Swami, you granted to you darshana, sparshana, sambhashana, punya, and the new devotees are denied. Why, Swami? Why should they not get sparshana, sambhashana, bhagya, only darshana? She had plenty, but she felt sorry for others. Swami assured her, Amai, don't you know, when I come to the darshan hall, at the gate itself I read the minds of all the devotees. I grant the korikas they wish. The punya of sparshana, sambhashana also I will grant as I give darshan to them. I am not denying to anything to anybody, Amai. There are thousands I cannot see, but that's why Swami would say, all come in, sit in the hall. During darshan, I give sparshana and sambhashana punya. Who will give that other than Sathya Sai? Most important thing here is, my mother got Upadesham from Swami. Though she got Upadesham from Swami and they got all her children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, she made Swami to give Upadesham, other than Upanayanam. But she asked Swami, Swami, which is the great mantra? I had already given you mantra to you, Amai, and your children. No, Swami, I want to know basis of mantra. Swami told, some mantras will not go to sea, some mantras will stop in the middle. It should go to the sea. That is the idea of water going. River should reach the sea. Then Swami, cleverly my mother gets one information from Swami, I want to tell before you, dear students. Swami finally agreed to tell, Om Sairamaya Namaha is good mantra, Ammai. This can be recited. Then my mother asked, what is the difference between Sai and Satya? Sathya Sai, why not we should tell Swami? Ammai, you are so much insisting. I will tell you the truth, Ammai. Sathya Sai Nama mantra encompasses all the divine mantras in the universe. That one name Sathya Sai is sufficient, Ammai. You must be thankful to Kannamma. Though she got mantra, she gets the mantra for all other devotees. What is the right mantra? Though she got hundreds of interviews, darshana, sparshana, sambhashana, she makes Swami to tell, I grant everything, anything to them. I already told you, we cannot think of a thing which Brahman has not thought of, told in Brahma Sutra. If you are telling Sairam, it is Swami who is telling Sairam through you. Have this faith, total faith in Swami, pray for his grace, do smarana and seva. By this we can go. We were to sing Sai Nama Me Ramya Mura Manaswami Sevaye Saukya Mura Prema Bhakti Vishwasa Me Yoga Kshema Mulidi Rakshinchunura Sai Nama Me Ramya Mura. With this I complete my talk. Sathya Sai Parabrahmane Namaha. Jai Sairam. If I have taken your time, excess time, please pardon me. Sairam.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing those wonderful experiences, learnings that you've had with Swami and learnings from Swami. Swami would often say that avatar is when God descends to the level of man so that he can help man to ascend to the level of God. In the experiences that you have shared, sir, the omniscience and the omnipotence of Swami was informed to all of us. And Swami would often say, I have come to give whatever you ask for, so that one day you will ask what I have come to give. And that's exactly what we can see from the stories that you have narrated, how Swami would give Mysore Pak, Swami would give Amrutam, whatever we ask for, so that one day, like you and your brothers have asked, one day we will ask Swami for that Shuddha Bhakti. So, with these few words, would like to express our gratitude to Sir for sharing those wonderful stories. And we would also like to share a token of Swami's love.
This is the real treasure trove of mine. I got many awards, many prizes. I was in many national, international conferences. I was a professor of MSc Food Science and Technology. Many times I got many things. Getting something from Swami is great. I am graced. Thank you all. Thank you, Swami.
Sairam, couple of announcements. Since there's a little bit of rain, so for today we will not be having the Trai Pradakshina, and the Prasadam will be served inside the Ramesh Hall itself. Post the Aarti, we request the ladies to please collect Prasadam on the ladies' side and gents respectively on the gents' side. The next Samarpan session, the 162nd edition, will be on the 17th of November next month by Dr. Niranjana ma'am. Now we request Shankara Ramamurthy sir to please offer Aarti to Swami.
जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक पति महेश्वरा ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतिका आपद्बान्धवा ॐ जय जगदीश हरे माता पिता गुरुदैवमु मरियन्तयु नीवे स्वामी मरियन्तयु नीवे समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति